ceasefire announcement by US President Donald Trump on his Truth Social post, something that Iran has also agreed to. Now, US President Donald Trump has announced a 2-week suspension of planned military strikes against Iran. The move follows discussions with Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and military chief Asim Munir, who requested a pause. The ceasefire is conditional on Iran fully and safely reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Trump described it as a double-sided ceasefire, emphasizing that most past points of contention have been settled and the pause allows time to finalize a long-term peace agreement in West Asia. Now, this comes after Trump said that if negotiations fail before his 8 p.m. Eastern Time deadline on Tuesday, strikes could still go ahead. He warned Iran could face an attack like they have not seen, while leaving a narrow window of diplomacy if there is progress. And that's the latest coming in this morning, just minutes before that planned attack on Iran. US President Donald Trump has announced a ceasefire, a conditional ceasefire, what he calls a double-sided ceasefire, conditional to Iran opening the Strait of Hormuz for this period of the ceasefire. Iran, meanwhile, has agreed to the conditions laid out by US President Donald Trump, but has also added its own 10-point proposal, which the US President now says is workable. We'll tell you all about that. And it clearly appears like the rising diplomatic activity around the Gulf do signal a possible pause in tensions, with back-channel coordination and conditional assurances shaping the next steps. Foreign Minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi, has said Iran has conveyed on behalf of its Supreme National Security Council appreciation to Shehbaz Sharif and Asim Munir for efforts to de-escalate the conflict. He also indicated that Iran was responding to a request from Pakistan's leadership and parallel outreach from the United States for talks based on a proposed framework. He stated that if attacks on Iran were halted, Iranian armed forces would stop their defensive operations. Araghchi added that Iran was willing to facilitate limited, coordinated, safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz for a 2-week period, subject to its military's approval. Now, the statement suggested a conditional de-escalation window linking cessation of hostilities to reciprocal restraint and opening the door for negotiations.